Today I'll be your guide through the abandoned factory, which actually was a ground zero for the disease, the change that wiped out humanity. So let's quickly bind weapons to shortcuts. And let's go. In Cronos you can break crates to find more loot, which will be really important. And the first enemy. No signs of life. I think we are safe, so let's move forward. And these guys are definitely alive. Combat in Cronos may be quite challenging, and the enemies can hit hard. And merge, yeah, that shot prevented the merge. And the biomass can also spawn monsters, so be aware wherever you are. And this guy also wanted to merge, but not on our watch. Let's use the flamethrower to interrupt the merge, stun the enemy, and finish him off with the shotgun. We are calling it the hammer. And the new one. I think this one is, yeah, it's the puker. He has a range attack, so let's get far away and, oh yeah, use a barrel to destroy the enemies. Like, using environment is also super important. Don't forget that you can also charge your weapons. So please notice that the traveler sometimes presses the trigger to fire like a single bullet, but also sometimes charges it, so the bullet will have more damage, but will also got like a piercing ability. Of course, I'm talking right now about the pistol. The shotgun works different. The shotgun increases the spread when you're charging the weapon. And the big guy just woke up. It's discharging, yeah, the weapon has been charged and we got hit. Let's switch weapon to the submachine gun. The big guy wants to merge, so yeah, again, using a flamethrower to interrupt the merge. Remember, don't let them merge. Use also the canister that was set in the environment and the enemy is gone. It's worth to exploring the area to find like supply boxes left by the collective and other travelers. So the trick is that the collective is sending only one traveler at a time, to not too much with the time flow, since they are of course jumping in time. So the game, starts when your predecessor went off radar, and then you are picking up his mission. Let's squeeze through, and I can hear some monsters. Oh, and the soul, the essence of someone we extracted before is talking to us. The Joe grabbed us. We called this monster Joe. It's like a sticking or being attached to a wall, ceilings, and it can grab you as a traps. But you can hear them always, like, yeah, there is one more. And now, he will not grab us. We can safely loot the place. Less biomass, a good sign. Oh no, there is more. And we can hear roars, so more jaws will be here. So let's squeeze in and look for them. Yeah, there's one. Charge shot. And more growls means that the area isn't clear yet. Yes. One more charge shot, one more down. And I don't hear them anymore. I think this sector is clear. So we can grab more ammo. And let's go back. Oh, this one has spikes on its body. It means that, yeah, it's more powerful than previous monsters. It hit really hard. Reposition is a key to victory in Cronos. Yeah, you need to act fast. Yeah, charge your weapons like this. That was a juicy shot. And the shower area. This body has a tentacles on it. It means that it may be absorbed by the other monsters. And here they come. Let's grab a flamethrower ammo. Oh yeah. Now we can interrupt merge again. And stomp. Still alive? Not for long. The gates are detecting monsters and they are sometimes closing you with them, but if you dispatch them, the gates will open. Those gates are also built by other travelers to lock some areas infested by the monsters. Oh, and we are in more open space. There are some tents left here by the military that was trying to fight with the outbreak of the disease. And there is a barrel. I will use it to burn the biomass and get in the secret area. A shell patch. This is like a health pack and a lot of loot. And here comes the armored enemy. Its body is covered with the armor, so you need to aim at the exposed parts. Oh yeah, you can see that the bullets are bouncing off the armor, but I think the chest is exposed, so yeah, let's use it against him. And this stand seems clear. So as a traveler, you must constantly be aware of your surroundings. Like loot every place you can. Also, you can craft some ammunition, for example. We need to make a space for more crafting materials. So yeah, torch fuel also will be needed. And now we can grab more metal scraps from the shelf. Use a health patch to heal ourselves, and let's delve into the rest of the factory. Isolation zone. Doesn't sound good. I think that's a great place to stop. Thank you.
Traveler ND3576, initiating the travel log. Triangulating the fallen predecessor's last known location. Commencing search. Proceeding inside. It is lacking 2 fuses. Compromised. Malformed biomass. Caution advised.
even stronger as they merge. Efficiency discipline is recommended. It is highly recommended to proceed with caution. Such is our calling.
When they merge, they become stronger. I must not allow this to happen. Cat. For me. module found. An emitter. It can be used to manipulate the oddities. Got a visual on the fallen predecessor. But there's an oddity blocking the path. The predecessor, ND3500, reached. The anchor is intact. Well done. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage. Target seeded. The predecessor was on a search for a target called Edvard Wisniewski. Calculating coordinates. Confirmed dive location in D3. The nearby housing project. You never reached him. I will carry on where you left off. The vocation continues. Another relic module found. The hammer. It will help gain an advantage in close quarters. Dive point in sight. The building is heavily affected by the anomaly. That light. It must be the anomaly core. Such is our calling. Target resided in flat number 48. Moving up. I have located an elevator. It is locked. by the Anomaly. The elevator downstairs must be the only way up. Procedure successful. Temporal destination reached. Proceeding with the search for the target, Edward Vishnievsky.